Hello, I'm here to remind you that you are worthy. You're worthy of all the good things, okay? You're worthy to be in heaven, okay? So let me break this down for you. But first, I just came from a morning walk. I had a great walk on my usual trail, but it was a little unusual today. It wasn't exactly the same as it always is, but that's okay because change is good. Long story short, you are worthy of all the good things that you want in life because you want to know why? Because you're the creator. It's only you. It's only you. So let me break it down to you this way. If you want to be whatever you want to be, if you want to have whatever you want to have, you can. Who is more deserving of these things than God? So, so if you know that this whole thing is a holographic projection of your subconscious mind, right? And your thoughts create more thoughts. Think right. So, the way that we can program, the way that I can program my mind into thinking um, the way in alignment to heaven is by practicing gratitude. Look for the good things. Everything is your creation. So you've created the good and the bad. Okay. So if you don't like something, change it. Create another thought. You are the creator. You are the reactor. You're the actor, you're the production, you're the director, you're the casting person for your film. This is a movie, this is a dream, whatever you want to call it. It's just a bunch of thoughts that we call days. But there's no time because it's all now. Okay? So, whatever you think should happen will happen. So, if you don't think that you're the creator and things are just happening to you, then things will just happen to you. And whatever it is will not really happen to you, but averse things can happen to you. So if you keep your mind on the creation of your 3D, how your characters, how everyone interacts, how you treat people, how other people treat people, it's all changeable from within yourself. So um, I like to think about this as more of like, are you confident in being the creator? Are you confident in being the creator? Do you know? So, if you know all of these things and you know that your thoughts create your external world, right? Then wouldn't you want to think good thoughts? Wouldn't you want to live in heaven? What does heaven look like to you? Because the way that, the church and that I was brought up thinking that heaven was is very similar to how it is now, to how this is, right? Um, in that everyone is nice to each other. There's world peace. There is no um, mm, there is no one to oppose God. Okay, fear, doubt, worry, all of those things are illusions. Ta-da! It's an illusion. Everything is an illusion. It's all a thought. So if you want those things to happen, then they can happen for you if that's what you think. But for me personally, I like the way that my life is right now. This is the best version. It's only getting better to me because I finally realized that I was the creator. So there is no more suffering. There is no more struggling because I created it all. So if I'd like to believe that the power does not rely in me and that things that I don't want can happen, then things that you don't want can happen. But if you think that things are always working out for you and your belief system is that you're you're having your way, then you won't have your way. So I'm drinking there's this brand called Yogi that is they produce a positive energy tea. Fire. So long story short, I know we like to think about the things that are the thoughts that we've previously had that have played out as being, the only true reality of things, but that's not true. So this is my belief and my perspective at this very moment, at this present moment, is that anything that has happened to you was really just your thoughts and teaching you that this is all the dream. These things have happened to your ego. Confirmation. My alarm just went off. These things have happened to your ego. They haven't actually happened to you. You're still here. Like you're everything. This is just a dream. So when you go to sleep at night, you're waking up. And when you wake up, it's a dream. Okay, so let me tell you what that means in my mind, right? So if I've created this world based off of the belief systems and assumptions that I've had throughout the experiences of other people telling me things, the 3D telling me things, right? That means that I have allowed that to shape and mold my experience. So if I want new things to happen within my experience where I am the controller, where I am my thoughts or the reaction to my thoughts is controlling the outcome of my life, right? So that's why, a lot of times people say stay in gratitude because you have everything that you want right now. So if your character, if you created this whole thing, you've created the Bugattis, you created the luxury, you created the poor, you've created all this stuff, you've created the bills, you've created the money, then why can't big God, big God, create a new character within a new scene? Because this character, Summer, I've created her to be successful, secure, the most beautiful woman in the world, comfortable in her skin, very comfortable. Because, you know, tip old Summer that I used to remember, wouldn't be on here without makeup on, wouldn't be on here without, a production. But I'm giving you realness. I'm serving realness for you today. So I'm trying to see if I like live better than the editing. It doesn't matter either way. It's just for me. I'm able to with live. It's just more so me free speaking, and just whatever comes to my mind at the time. And then it's also me getting accustomed and comfortable in front of just talking to myself. So this is really just that. So It's really just making whomever privy to the conversations that I would have with myself anyway, because there is nobody here. So if you want to experience certain things, who is there to tell you that you shouldn't? It's just you. You created the characters, you created the scenery, issues, solutions. So if you created a Bugatti, if you are aware that there is a thing such as a Bugatti, then who is more worthy than you to have it? Do you think it makes you a bad person to want things or to have things or to be things or to do things or to have fabulous experiences? Why do you think that? This is your world. Who is trumping you in your own world? There's nobody here. It's just you. It is just you. Everybody in my world gets along. Everybody loves Summer, the character I've created. Okay? My avatar, if you will. Um, so that's my assumption. That's how it is because God said so. Who am I to argue with God? You can have whatever you want, be whatever you want, and do whatever you want. It all just comes with realizing that it's all an illusion. Nothing is real. Everything is a placebo. Do you work out because you have body goals? Which I mean, at the same time, I'm a big fan of using the placebos. Use the placebos just to give your mind a little piece of work, a peace of mind. It's like So for me, if no one ages and no one dies, right? That means there's got to be some med beds. There's got to be some stuff coming out that's going to make sure that's going to ensure that people stay whatever age they want to be. Okay. Or people stay whatever age I want them to be, or whatever age, whatever. No, it's everlasting life. Everlasting life. Yeah. So it's like, I think that in the church, so a lot of people have grown up in the church or have grown up in with religion. But one thing about it, it's not saying like, it's not telling people or whomever, it's not telling me that I am this person, right? Because I'm not this person. I'm everything. But I created this person to experience everything from this perspective and this point of view. If that makes sense, give a like. Give a like down below. Thanks. Because I know that I'm talking to somebody. I'm talking to myself. Mm-hmm. So it's just more of like remembering, like, hey, remember, you are the creator. Remember, there are no worries. Remember, there is no such thing as doubt. Remember, there is no such thing as fear because you know what the outcome is going to be. You may not know how it's going to come about, but that's just trust. You trust in yourself, right? So you yourself knows exactly what you want and how you want things to play out, right? Let go and trust. Trust that it's already done because there is no time, there's no future, there's no past. It's all happening right now. As trippy as that sounds, it's very trippy. It's very trippy. But it's all happening right now. So all the people that you see in front of you are your creations as well. So essentially, this is how I perceive it. You're shifting from one earth scene to another. You're shifting. You're shifting. I'm up here. I want to be at that one. So that's the one I'm going to hold the frequency of. I'm going to hold the frequency that the world is peaceful. Nobody ages, nobody dies, and everybody's happy, healthy, prosperous. And it's proven of that being the truth, right? So essentially, um, when you get to that place of knowing and understanding that you're the creator and knowing that it's present moment only, it's so freeing in knowing that everything has already played out exactly how you wanted it to. It's so freeing in knowing that no one has to suffer because you're creating that they don't, you know? So for me, what helps me to remember is like, okay, so I'm shifting and shifting and shifting, right? I'm shifting to a new earth, a new thought form at most times, right? Hold stable to the thought form that you want by staying grateful. You want to stay in gratitude, right? And know that it's right here, right now. There is no like, hey, I'm searching for heaven. I'm trying to walk up the ladder and come into heaven. It's not like that. It's not like that one bit. It's you're already here and you never left. You just thought you left. So yeah. So today it's a pretty chill day for me. I think I may actually do some makeup in a bit just because I enjoy that. And maybe put on a cute little outfit, but I like to start my morning slow in that I'm able to like kind of gather myself and, be in gratitude, put myself out in nature. I like to ground to the earth. I like to put my feet on some grass in the mornings. I like to take a little stroll in the park and smell some nice honeysuckle. And then I enjoy some tea. I figured why not talk to you guys? Talk to myself, per usual, you know? There is nothing to be, do, have, because you're already everything. It's like, oh, I have to have this job to make me feel successful. But if you already feel those things, then what's the point of doing what you thought you had to do, right? It might come about in a whole other way that might be way more enjoyable for you. So I think that's why people say chase your passion. Everything else will flow, right? So one thing about me is, what am I more passionate about than me? Creation. I love creation. I love the whole aspect of learning more and researching and understanding the rules of the game, of the dream. You know how they say, like, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all of your wishes will be unto you, or something like that. I don't really know all the Bible verses off the top of my head, but I did learn that at some point. And it's true. It's true. It's all like, hey, look at these signs, these directions here. It's like, I know sometimes people are like, oh, I don't know which way to go. Which one sounds like more fun? Which one sounds like a more experience that might that might be more in alignment to who you are at that moment. You know what I mean? So if you know that you're supported in whatever it is that you want to do, then you should just do it because that's what you wanted to do. What is the outcome of it? You know what I mean? Don't People say don't do things for money, which I believe because you already have all the money. You created the bills. So didn't you also create the money too? And aren't you a limitless being? You ain't got no limits. There are no limits. The limit is the limit does not exist, mean girls. The limit does not exist. Yeah. Limitless. You can have anything. You could bring your dead granny back if you wanted to, because it's just a thought. But you'd be scared. I mean, I would be scared. Like, oh, granny, get here. But yeah. And for the mention, I don't call my grandma granny. I didn't. Anyway, long story short, the reason we have anxiety and depression is because we're not living in the present moment. Right now, we should stay right here. We should lay right here. Because everything is okay right here. Okay? I think also people don't like when other people are so confident because they aren't as confident within themselves. It's like, oh, does my haughtiness offend you? You're just waking up. But at the same time, I affirm that everyone in my world is happy, healthy, wealthy, confident, all that stuff. So if you're seeing this, you probably have confidence in you, or this is a spark of your confidence because, you know, for me, if there is nobody else in the world but me, why would I let somebody else I created be better than the creator, the created character that I created? Why would I let that happen? They can be bad too. Why would I let anybody else feel more? No. This mine right here. Yeah, this is my creation. This is my creation. I've created the creator. God is not your thoughts. God will give you. God can give you your thoughts if you allow that. Can give you what it is that your heart's desire, right? Because if you didn't like this stuff, why would you like this stuff? Why would you feel bad about liking something that you like? Stop shaming yourself for liking what you like. It's like, oh, I really enjoyed this. Enjoy that without anybody telling you that you shouldn't. Who's gonna tell God that God shouldn't enjoy what God enjoys? Also, I just want you to know, stop being so hard on yourself. It's like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. You don't have to do anything because you already have all these things. If you want them, you have them now because there is no future. Anywho, guys, logging off because I want to do some makeup and whatnot, and I want to do some other stuff. So, hit you up. Thank you for coming. How do I get out of this thing?